Farrell Hardis of Wittenberg. He has plans to become an electrician after graduation. He admires wrestler Gable Stevenson and considers Mr. Wagner his favorite teacher. Kate's favorite football memory is Alexander's dominant 51-0 victory over South Caldwell during his sophomore year. Number 52, Kate Hardis. Zakk, come take your glasses off. Number 66, Zakk Barnett. Zakk Barnett is the son of Dale and Lisa Barnett of Ellendale. He plans to attend trade school to become a diesel mechanic. He admires Will Campbell and considers Mr. Rogers his favorite teacher. Zakk's most memorable Cougar football moment was beating Ashe County in overtime during his sophomore year. Zakk Barnett. Last that's here today. Number 99, Caleb Jimbright. Caleb Jimbright is the son of Kyle Ayers and Josie LaPuma of Sugarloaf. He hopes to continue his playing career in college football. He admires Aaron Donald and considers Coach Marshall his favorite teacher. Caleb's most cherished memory of Cougar football is the excitement of all that his senior year holds. Number 99, Caleb Jimbright. I had some ideas about what I wanted to say, and I've pretty much said everything I can say, except when I go back through my mind and I think about this season, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I always look at the positive, and one of the things I stated when I put my name in the hat to take the job, I know these guys. These are my boys. So now, when I look at Jaheim became a captain during the season. Well, I'd always tell Jaheim, KFC. And it took him forever to realize KFC was kicked from clock. So every time, because if you lose the toss, or if you win the toss and you want to defer, you want to kick from the clock so you got it later. Well, it took Jaheim every game. He would take that acronym. Instead of KFC, it'd be CFK. It'd be FCK. It would be all kinds of different things. So when I think of Jaheim, that's one of the memories I'll always have. When I think of Beatty sometimes struggles to pay attention a little bit. Would you agree, Beatty? Would you agree that you tend to be distracted? Whether that be by what some of us would refer to like squirrels running in the woods or something, airplane going overhead, helicopter. So when I think about Beatty, I'll always remember the good-natured times ripping Beatty for those things. My boy Kevin, okay? Kevin's very special. And Kevin will always remind me of Home Alone. And Kevin will always have a special place in my heart for having to go check in on Kevin from time to time. Carter, if I'm going to be honest with you, it was kind of like what Coach Honeycutt was talking. Carter can look back on his career in high school, and he can probably honestly say his freshman year, his sophomore year, his junior year, those are years that didn't turn out the way that he really wanted. He had some playing time, he had some things here and there, and pretty much he committed himself in January. Carter, if you know him, he just talks constantly. You just can't get him to be quiet. You really can't get him to hardly say a word. But Carter came in with a quiet determination in January in the weight room and worked harder than, I would say, he worked as hard or harder than anybody else in there. Carter knew that he wanted to play defensive line, and he set his mind to it and he made that a reality. Moving on to Sawyer. When I think about Sawyer, true grit was given, and I think about Sawyer as somebody that is always going to get after it. He's going to have that nasty edge. And Sawyer's the kind of guy, you don't know whether to give him a hug or if you secretly want to kick him in the hind end. He can be both things on the same play at the same time. I look at Haney, and I think about my neighbor, who I would have never known he was my neighbor unless I saw his car in the parking lot one day. Haney came a long way. I've said that a lot. Josiah, if he's being honest with himself, probably didn't think at the beginning of the season he was going to see much playing time. And he made a position change halfway through and played meaningful snaps, meaningful reps, and made differences in games because he put his mind to it and he had a goal that he wanted to get on the field, and bottom line, he just wanted to play. Not necessarily the position that he envisioned for himself, but the position that he knew he could get on the field and he wanted to play. I look at my boy Cade, and now that he's got blonde hair, I just think about Eminem. Cade's lasting memory, Coach Rob was doing a drill, and they were running a bear formation. And Cade ran on the field. He said, bear, bear, bear. Wasn't good enough. So Cade got sent back to the sideline. There was probably a little extracurricular in between. Well, then we had to run bear package again. And any bystander that didn't know what we were doing probably thought there was a real bear coming out of the woods. And that just is an example of Cade's personality. Always ready to have a good time, always cracking jokes. I'm gonna miss you, Cade. Zakk, again, it's gonna be hard. Again, I'm trying to keep this as light as possible. Zakk lost the contact during the game and decided he was best off to play without him. So I learned something about Zakk I never knew in my life. Zakk comes up to me after the game, and I'm like, Zakk, what happened, man? Did you get a concussion? Like, what went on? Well, one of these days, if you ever see Zakk, try to ask him to take his contacts out or take his glasses off. I'm not going to roast him in front of everybody, but that'll be, his teammates know what I'm talking about. That will always be kind of my lasting laugh with Zakk. I never knew about it. Now, Caleb. When I think about Caleb, going back on the funny side, when Caleb came to high school, his D-line coach at East Alexander Middle was DJ Fortner. Well, DJ Fortner did a terrible travesty to me and to Caleb. He lied to Caleb. He told Caleb he was a running back. So Caleb comes up the first day and says, Coach, I'm a running back, I play D-line. I said, Caleb, DJ Fortner lied to you. He lied to you bad. You're playing offensive line and defensive line. Now, in doing this, I just wanted to share a little bit of humor and the bond that's been created. I want to honor these guys. I love them. I'm going to miss them. I wish them nothing but the best. Your 2025 Cougar football varsity seniors.